Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons.
Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be looking at the new Transformers Earthrise War for Cybertron Runamuck. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a look at him inside his packaging with the amazing artwork. We're then going to take him out of his box, have a look at all of the contents that come with him. Then we're going to have a really detailed look at him in both of his modes. I'm going to do the thing where you can combine him with fast track and all the little powered up modes that he's got. And of course, we'll do some comparisons with him and some other versions of him that have been released, including his G1. So let's have a look. So the back of it, I really like that alt mode, to be fair. It looks kind of basic. It looks really sporty, doesn't it? It says it's going to be 16 steps to do it. We've got the amazing Earthrise artwork of him there, and then the actual Earthrise main artwork there as well. Now I know this figure's been out for a bit, and I know it looks brand new. The box has had a bit of a beating. I've mentioned a few times before on this channel that I'm quite selective now with what I buy, but I suppose, and you can see where there was a big sticker here there. I found this heavily reduced in a Smith store, in all honesty, and because it was so much reduced I couldn't resist it, and yeah, that's why I've got it, and that's why I'm doing it, you know, a few months after the figure was released. So I wasn't intending to buy this, but you know, sometimes when you just see a bargain and you can't resist. Right, there he is in there. Now we're going to have a look at the, I suppose it's like the old tech spec decoder. Now at the moment I'm not having much luck with these. A lot of these tend to have nothing written on them on the last ones that I've opened. So let's see if this is the same. I'm going to quickly just take this out. And again, with most of my new figures, well, pretty much all of them, to be honest, as I say to people, I don't really, you know, I don't want to spoil them for myself. So what I do is, yeah, this looks exactly the same. See, if I'd have watched somebody else's review, I'd know that there was nothing written on any of these. But I suppose you've got to check. So you do get a tech spec decoder, but it doesn't really do anything because there's nothing to read there. Right, so I'm going to put that straight back into the box, and then what I'm going to do now, in fact I'll do that in 2 seconds, I'm going to set him free from here, and then we'll have a good look at him, see what he looks like. Okay, so there we go. I've took him out of his little plastic prison. He was only held in with a couple of tags, so dead easy to get out, nothing to worry about when you're pulling them out. Sometimes with the figures, they're held in that much, you pull them out and they fall apart. But he's a lovely, I mean, he is so white. He would be what I would class, I suppose, as bone white. As you would expect with the new figures, you've got all this movement and rotation at the shoulder joint there. Same with at the bicep elbow, whatever you want to call it. Wrists exactly the same. Knee joint, hips, waist. So I've literally just pulled him out of the package. He's still got the back sticking up there, and when I turned him to the side, I just smiled instantly as soon as I saw this, because that is brilliant, and I'm going to show you why when I do the comparison in a bit. So for us G1 aficionados, and you know, that for me is brilliant, the fact that the wheels are there right on the back, and you can tell I'm so stunned by that. I haven't seen this figure in hand, and I'm just loving it. I think that's brilliant. That's a brilliant homage to Generation 1. The weapon that comes with him is this nice and small weapon, a little bit like his original, but again, I'll show you all this in a second. I'm really impressed with that. I'm buzzing off that, to be fair. It's so good. Right, what I'm going to do now, then I'm going to very quickly just transform him off camera. Main reason for that is to keep the length of the video down. Okay, so there we go. I've transformed him into his alternate mode, and again, a quick apologies for doing it off camera. There it is. We've obviously got, do you know what, I really like this. I think it looks very, very good. It does look very box-like. That's what I was referring to when I was saying it looks kind of basic on the back. It is, yeah, it is very box-like. The transformation process was pretty slick, actually. It all folded up. We've obviously got the faux chest panel that was there underneath, but otherwise, you know, you can't really tell that that was a robot underneath. There's the other faux back wheels, which were brilliant. Lovely use of the Decepticon logo at the front. We can obviously, that was nearly an outtake, wasn't it? We can obviously put the gun there into the roof. And then if we have a quick look here at the original, so it's much bigger, but it does look really good. Obviously it hasn't got the Is this going to work for me? No, of course it's not. The pullback motion, that's how the old ones transformed. I've done a video on these, by the way, if you want to have a nose at them, on the old Battle Masters. I think, well, no, they weren't called Battle Masters. They weren't jump starters, battle chargers, that's it. So that was what made these so impressive. But there you go. So there's a comparison with the other. And yeah, massive update. It does look really good. I'm liking it. There we go. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come back with him in his robot mode for the final time. We'll have a look comparing with the G1 original in the robot mode as well. And then we'll do the bits where we can attach all fast track and do all the powered up mode with him as well. So I'll be coming right back to you right now. Okay then, there we go. So we're back in his robot mode, and again, he looks lovely. He really does look good. Here's his normal weapon then, which you saw me attach in the other mode. It just goes there like that. This bit there is still making me smile. I just think that's so clever. The reason again why I'm loving that is there's the G1 original, and it's, you know, it's similar. It's just got a brilliant homage to it. Absolutely love it. I think that's so clever. But now this is why, and I suppose this is especially why this figure is so cool. So what we've got here is I've got fast track, and I've already sort of pre-assembled him, shall we say. I've turned his legs around and I've put his arms on the top of his legs. You can see he's got this connector here, and then we've got the hole in the roof where we attached the gun to. And I mean, you can power this guy up now. Wow, look at this. There you go. You've got that huge double rocket launcher at the back. We can now take fast track, I suppose, the front of him, his chest plate, and of course put the sword bit at the top of his arm in. And then he's got this as well. There's so many things that you can now do with these figures, and it just makes them look stunning. I mean, absolutely brilliant playability. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't think I'd be too fond, to be fair, of these ones where you can break them down like the parts formers and build them back up. I suppose I'm a little bit biased with the fact that it is fast track, but either way, I just think that looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. So I'm gonna pretty much end it there, I think, because yeah, for exactly the reason that you can see right in front of you, it just looks great. So there you go. There is the Generations War for Cybertron Earthrise Runamuck. Hope you enjoyed looking at him. Hope it helped you with your decision if you wanted to get one for yourself. I think it's brilliant. I'm a bit annoyed that I held off as long as I did, to be fair, but if you can still find one, spot one in the wild, then I definitely recommend getting one. Okay guys, take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.